almost pneumonia when you need in trouble. Come on, boy, you're going to church. But that's what we do to God. And that's all we know. Some of us is some people I don't knock them because that's all they know. Some people you can't get mad at because that's all they know. And stop getting upset with people for all they know. I had to learn when I dealt with people and I got mad at people, and God had to tell me, that's all they know. Well, I said, Lord, they don't treat me right. That's all they know. They don't love me right. That's all they know. They lie. That's all they know. Amen. And so when you start dealing with people, that's all they know. They're going to go back to what they used to. Amen. And so when you pick up folk and deal with folk, that's all they know. Even people who are born in the same house, they haven't done nothing in life, so that's all they know to do. If you got somebody who's argumentative, that's all they know. You got somebody who's negative, that's all they know. And then you're going to walk in where you think you're going to change them? You're not. The best thing you need to do is find people who are in the same perspective, the same vein, the same walk, have the same view. You don't hook up with folk that ain't going nowhere or not doing nothing, because guess what? It's hard to find decent people now. And the more the world get corrupt, the more a good person is a diamond in the rough. It's gonna be harder to find a wife. It's gonna be harder to find a husband, because people now, the moral fiber of this nation and the whole world is gone. We got more people hooked on sorcery, heroin, methadone, and all this stuff going on with these drugs than we ever did before, because the world has gone secular and evil, and the nation that forgets God, Bible say, will be thrown into hell. People say, well, we mean thrown, turn into hell. Meaning where God leaves. See, people don't understand. God don't change a nation. When a nation forget God, the covering and the protection and the blessing goes away, and the enemy have free reign. When God backs up, the devil comes up. And this is what this nation, and now they're listening to the church for the answers. And the same answer we've been giving you, I ain't gonna give you no new answer. Jesus. Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the answer for the world today, yesterday, forevermore. I add that verse to it. And that's all I know to work for me. Because I don't have it in my pocket to get what God gave me. I see the miracle. And God told me, he said, I'm going to do the miraculous. And let me say this. If you're going to walk with God, don't fall in love with nothing. What do you mean, Pastor? Don't fall in love with anything. Fall in love with what he say, because God can turn the corner on you on a dime. Amen. Because God give you from faith to glory to glory. God really didn't turn the corner. He didn't let you in on his plans. Only he give you doses of it. Because if he give it to you one time, you will run. Amen. You'll fight his plan. Every time I get to a new stage and I thought I was going to do one thing, he moved here. I made some stuff because I thought it would go here. And God said, no, I ain't going there, it's going here. I said, well, God, I made it for here. He said, no, it goes there. Then he said, put it up there. Don't it fit? Yeah, it was made for there. Well, God, why you tell me that? Well, I ain't need to, because I'm God. Amen. I just told you to make it. I knew where I was going to put it, but I want to see if you're going to trust me enough and obey me enough just to do it. And see, people don't understand. It's not about where it goes. It's what God told me to do it now while I got the time. It was a time saver. So I thank God for the time saver. And you got to be prepared. When God starts working with you and using you, God will change on you. Not so much God change. He will let you know. He will change what you thought it was going to be. Now, God had to tell me I'm going to take this church into a new direction. I said, well, God, we going to do this and we want to do this, a program. But God said, no, I want you to, year of 2017, he said, I want you to host everything you in. Host. He said, that's all you're doing right now. Get people coming in to use the building for my usage. He said, I want to show the world. I will show them what God can do with a small amount of people in this old little church they call. God said, I want my glory back in the nation, in the town, in the county. He said, I want to show forth my glory. That's what God told me. And that was not my plan. But guess what? It's his plan. It's his. And one thing I learned, even though I might have a different opinion about what God do, if I do what God told me to do, all I know is going to work. Amen. I don't know if what I do will work all the time. Because I picked some stuff out that didn't work. Have you ever done something in your life and you knew it was all on you? Amen. And it didn't work? So I ain't saying everything didn't work, but remember, you pick certain things out and you know, you can feel God wasn't even in that idea. Amen. And everything was good. And people say, well, how do you know it wasn't God? It's always contrary to his word. If you know his word. If you don't know his word, it'll be contrary to his word. And see, that's what we got to understand something. We got to learn God's word. So we can at least have an indicator when we're doing something wrong or dumb. If you don't read the word, you don't know where God, you don't know everything. That's why I'm doing all I know. And see, some things about people say, well, Pastor, why are you doing that? That's all I know. I did this for 23 years. That's all I know. Amen. I know I maintain a facility. That's all I know. Can I fix your car? No. I know how to work a building. I know why not paint. No, I know anything that got to do with dealing with a facility, I'm good at. That's all I know. And say, well, are you a marriage counselor? Yeah, all the hell I've been through that. I know that too. That's all I know. But I can go back in my past and point out to you where I got my information from, my experience, and reason why I can be an expert on it because I'm a survivor. Amen. When you survive certain things in life, you now, if the general been through a war and he ain't dead, or you're a soldier and you've been through Iraq and you did about one tour, 2 tours, 3 tours, and you're surviving, you'll become an expert on how the terrain is, how it's going to be when you get over there. And when I walk with you, how many times? I've been over there 3 times. Well, how it is, you're going to burn up in the daytime and you're going to freeze at night. If I want to know about what the desert is all about, I ask Deacon John. Like, he been in the military, and I said, Deacon, how it is in the, well, let me tell you how it's going to feel. Because he had the experience. And he can't, and let me say this, stop asking people questions about places they never gone to. You're dealing with people that don't know. You only can ask them all they know. And they got to get to what all they know. And some people don't know it all. That's why you call them know-it-alls. They don't know it all. And even though they know of some of it, they don't know all the whole matter. That's why I don't talk about people who have 12 kids. I just got 1. Well, I got a kid. No, that's different between having 12 and 1. My daughter ain't got to compete with another child. Now, I know what it is to have 9 because I lived in a house of 9. That's why I got 1. I didn't like the 9 thing. I didn't like that. I didn't have my own room and we in bunk beds like we in a refugee camp. I didn't like the fact that I got to wait for one of my siblings got finished with their clothes before I get it after they ripped it up in holes. And I didn't like that. So I decided I ain't going to go, my child ain't going for that. So I had to reduce the number to 1. Amen. so they can have their own room, their own clothes, their own stuff. And it's not that 9 was bad. 9 taught me how to share. 9 taught me how to do conflict resolution. It ain't bad number, but I didn't want 9. I ain't want to be in that. When my mother used to make them big old witch's brew pots for dinner. We never got the little can, you know the little canned good, the one. Every time we eat, it was almost you were having a get together. It looked like we had a get together, a party, because the amount of food that had to be made. You know the big.
For upcoming events, announcements, information, and donation, visit us at www.gpwm.org. Find us on Facebook.
GPW.org.
Faith, fellowship, funding, transforming the community, a community outreach. If you're ever in the Baltimore and Arundel County area, please visit us at the Storehouse, 7409A, Baltimore Annapolis Boulevard in Glen Burnie, Maryland. Also, you can reach us on the web at www.gpwm.org. Thanks again for watching.